13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up, everybody, on this fine Friday evening edition of that's a little bit of a preview about how the show is actually going to start. But let's get around for some intros on this fine Friday evening, episode 60 of Unsportsmanlike Conduct. I am Steve. I got Timmy T right on over there. What's going on, my friend?
Acknowledge me.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say. Acknowledge me.
Where are we here? Dave, right down there in the corner.
Boom.
In the corner. Anthony, you're right on at target, pointing, and right down there, Sir Anthony. Brilliant shirt, my friend. Brilliant.
Anthony.
That's right.
RVD style.
Not in,
Nice.
not in Brooklyn. He's just Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah. There's only two syllables if I'm
Or
in New York.
Ant. It might just be Ant.
Ant. Anthony.
That's if they don't call me Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Or Ant?
I'll
No?
call it. Yeah,
Ant,
Ant. That's what I said before, but I when I say Ant, I drop the T. It's just Ant.
Ant.
So you say no one says aunt? Like, hey, that's my aunt?
No, it's Ant.
No.
That's definitely Ant.
Tim's got the right accent for it.
I want to throat chop. I want to throat chop people who say aunt.
I don't like on.
But an
I
ant,
can't even say it properly.
but you realize that, there's a, like, ant, like, come on, like, route, should be aunt.
Row out. Row outs.
Tomato,
All right.
tomato.
I don't like
Tomatoes.
aunt. You should be
Speaking
from
of-
England. Only English people say aunt.
Yeah, because they're stuck up. Oh, my auntie,
Aunt.
come here, auntie.
Aunt
Uh,
Bathilda. Shut up.
Auntie Bathilda. All right, so we're gonna start things off a little bit differently here. There's some nonsense going around. I'm a little bit disturbed. Controversy breeds.
It's
Ratings.
Yes.
blasphemous.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
I thought Mello was gonna chime in there. All right. So we have this Kit Kat situation, and and we kind of want to know. Let's go around here first, and let's say how we eat a Kit Kat. All right, Timmy, we'll start, and Timmy kind of divulged how it is for him, but you go for it. He has several different scenarios where you can eat a Kit Kat differently. Go ahead, Timmy.
Well, I will usually eat them top to bottom. Usually two at a time. One at a time is just doesn't make sense to me. It's like just eat the damn thing already. But if I'm at work and I'm in a hurry, you got like a 5-minute break, I will go top to bottom all 4 Kit Kat sticks at one time and just go for it. So it's for me, it's top to bottom, 2 or 4, never single. Singles for children.
That's acceptable. That's acceptable.
What
Singles
about
for
the little
children.
minis?
I don't eat minis. I'm a man.
They make Kit Kat minis.
Yeah, like a little bag, and they're like minis like this.
Yeah,
There's
they're short,
Huh?
they're small, and it's just one stick,
There's nothing mini about me. Nothing.
including my Kit Kats.
I've seen the giant ass Kit Kats that I get for stocking.
Oh, big cats are awesome. Big cats are fantastic.
Oh, big cats. Look at that. All
Those are
right.
pretty cool.
Okay. All right. So Tim has a couple different scenarios. Dave, what about you down there, Mello?
So I have one of the scenarios is
Yes.
like how Timmy said, all 4 at once. That's it. You just bite all 4 at once and top to bottom. Now, where I will disagree with him, sometimes, if I want to really enjoy the Kit Kat, I will take one at a time and I'll bite it and sort of like break it into pieces, like the wafers and the chocolate, and eat it like that. If I really want to enjoy it. If not, I'm just going all 4 at once and enjoying that baby.
That seems a bit extreme, but
I see what you mean.
as long as
though,
it's
by
top to bottom,
small
it's
bites.
acceptable.
But I see what you mean by taking small bites. I've been known to take those famous Amos cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and just like divide that up into like 7 bites.
I don't do anything. Again, I don't do anything small.
You bite it like Squidward eats a Krabby Patty, just like the little tip.
Yes. Oh my! I don't know what they infuse their chocolate chips in there in their little packages, but they're splendid.
Anthony,
how do you do these things?
So similar to Tim, 2 or 4. Although I will occasionally go 1. Usually 2 or 4 though, and it's top to bottom. If there is anyone out there who eats their Kit Kat like that right there, you are a psychopath, and I can't trust you.
Brian Hom.
Flat out, can't trust you. You're not trustworthy. Don't come around me. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Who hurt
It's
you?
unacceptable.
Who hurt you?
Like Mike Malone. It's just
Wait,
so. If you
what are the
really
weird things
want to
though?
get into weird ways to eat candy, and I'll rat on myself here a little bit. Skittles. I will empty out an entire bag of Skittles, and I will separate them by flavor before I eat any of them.
Can I tell you something too?
That's more than the wafer
I'm
thing.
crazy. You're gonna think I'm crazy because M&Ms all taste the same no matter what color. I always thought the same thing for Skittles, and then one day I decided to separate them. Like, wow, they actually taste different. I never knew that until like a year ago. I'm fucking 47 years old.
Here's a good one. What about Fruit Loops? Do Fruit Loops taste different to you, or are they all the same?
They all the same to
I
me.
think they're all the same, right?
They all are the same flavor. They're just different colors.
I don't eat Fruit Loops.
What about Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity's
Seen it?
good. I like.
I've
Fruity.
never tried to.
Let
to
me tell you, if you,
differentiate.
I don't
if
like
you
any
separate,
Fruity
if you have the patience to separate Fruity Pebbles, you're on another level. You're on another level.
If you have the patience to separate Fruity Pebbles, you probably eat your Kit Kat sideways.
Yeah.
And you're a psychopath.
Yes.
You
You're
can't be
a
trusted.
serial killer. You're definitely a serial killer of some kind.
So Terzio, what's up, man? Terzio's chiming in. Rainbow cookies are the best. They are very good.
Is that the one with like the M&Ms in it?
No, those are the Italian rainbow cookies.
pastries, rainbow cookies,
Hmm.
chocolate, little sprinkles, and like different colored soft.
Red, green, yellow.
Yeah, whatever the hell is in the middle. Those things are phenomenal. Trezio.
Oh,
It's
just
the
so
first
good.
thing
What we're talking
the
about.
first thing we agree upon.
Yeah,
Rainbow cookies are very good.
Man. All right. Well, for me, I am, I guess, probably in the majority. Not here, but I eat my Kit Kats one at a time. Never,
Who has that
ever,
kind of time? I don't have that kind of time. Who has that kind of time?
ever will I ever take a bite of more than one at one time. Cross side,
Oh.
vertical.
You have time on your hands.
Even if it's a 2-pack? Like it's
Even
just
if it's
2-pack.
then
Where
now-
do they sell 2-packs of Kit Kats?
I've seen 2-packs.
Yeah.
they have
Really?
2-packs.
Yes,
Yeah.
but normal size wafer things, but in a 2-pack.
I
Hey,
might
wait.
have to go find these. at a gas station or
Hostess
something.
cupcakes. You know the ones with the wiggly line on top.
Swirl.
Swirl. How do you eat those? You just go all in.
Yeah.
See,
I don't.
I'm a weirdo.
What do you
man,
do?
don't tell me and Dave eat the same way. How do you
I don't eat it. I don't.
Oh, you don't
I
eat
don't eat
I
it.
don't. That's all.
Can I take a guess?
just
Can I think it out? I think I know how to do it.
Go ahead.
You cut the bottom part.
I
and
don't
you
cut it
put it
off.
on top. Well, you cut it in half. No.
No, I just eat it bottom first.
Oh, bottom.
Oh, you
Bottom
thought he
first.
was gonna make a sandwich.
Yeah, because I've seen
Oh,
people that
I
do
do
that.
that
they
with real
cut it and then they put it on
I do
top.
that with Oreos. I get double stuffs and turn them into quadruple stuffs, and then my diabetes shoots through the roof because I'm eating quadruple stuff.
I do that with cupcakes though, I don't take a knife to them. I just rip them apart and then take the bottom and put it on top of the icing and eat it like a sandwich.
Yeah, that's exactly how I thought you were gonna do that.
I've never done that ever with anything.
It's a good way to get the icing all the way through.
And you don't just get it all in your mouth, like all over your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Terzio says, I don't know if you guys ever saw the biography of Eminem. Wait,
The
Eminem.
rapper?
The rapper? I was gonna say the rapper.
Where is that on? What
Which
where
one was
can
it about?
we
The red
find
one or the blue one?
it? It was about that yellow, the one with the
The peanut?
stockings.
That green
The
bitch.
peanut?
The green
Oh, the
bitch.
green. All right. Okay. We got the Kit Kat stuff out of the way here. Let's talk some sports. A little bit of what we do here on Sportsmanlike Conduct. I want to just do a little flashback, just so that we remember where we were not too long ago. So we're gonna do We're gonna play a quick flashback, and then we're gonna go into our theme, mostly because I'm a little bit behind on sharing the show. So let's do this because we all love it. Let's do it.
Oh no!
Take Will Levis out of Kentucky. Will Levis.
Will Levis.
Will Levis looks like a Titan to me.
Really going to take Levis here. I like it better than Will Levis. Where Will Levis goes. Will Levis. Will Levis is Will Levis team.
You're obsessed with Will Levis right now.
Yeah, Will Levis. Will Levis. Will Levis.
I mean, if they go Will Levis, I'm good.
Listen, if I'm Will Levis, I'm already home.
I would.
Let's take guys we've never heard of before we take Will Levis.
Buffalo's going to shock the world and take Will Levis.
Will Levis? Will Levis? Will Levis? Will Levis? Where did you have Will Levis?
They had Will Levis not getting drafted in the first round.
Will Levis was going to be available at this pick.
Where Will Levis goes tomorrow.
Will Levis is going to get in touch with my agent and be like, why do you hate me? There are medical concerns with Will Levis's toe.
Hey, Will Levis is the new Geno Smith.
I feel like I have a lot to say, but I feel like the only proper parting words I should have right now are Will Levis.
Yes.
As the person who edited that, I did myself such an injustice in that Will Levis video. God darn it, I was blowing my nose half that video. Jesus.
And I felt like you didn't have the feeling coming out when you were talking about Will Levis as Anthony Ant, especially Ant.
Anthony was obsessed. Pure obsessed. we were all joking, but he was obsessed.
It's so
we can
good.
go back to that time, and that's where the Will Levis love fest started.
Can I ask a question though? How come in the intro video we have the soon to be back-to-back comeback player of the year award winner Geno Smith getting sacked, but not Will Levis? I just want to know how that happened.
Right after the opening day, we'll change it. We'll
Yes.
throw him in there. We have
The
to
sad
have a Will
part
Levis
the
intro.
opening day, it's just going to be
All
Will
Levis.
Levis on the sideline with a
All
ball cap
Levis
on.
all the time.
We'll have Will Levis intro for special occasions.
All right. Quick catch up with Terzio. It's all about how Eminem started and how they
Free the military?
they were
They
feeding the
freed
military
Feeding.
Feeding.
during World War One.
Freed the military? What?
Eminem's
Eminem.
free
I was
the
like, they
world.
freed them. Wow, look at Eminem's go. They were making
crazy.
24 million nutrition bars and sending to the military. All right, good, nice.
How the hell did a nutrition bar become an M&M? That seems like a real change in direction there.
Take off all that.
Terzio, we're off the candy right now. Good. Get a little
Sports time.
Oh,
Terzio.
it's
I'm
sports
gonna
in
have
here.
to watch
All right.
that apparently though.
Yes, I do want to watch that. Sounds interesting and patriotic and fantastic. So we have two series going on. Obviously, one in each sport. Down here, taking place in South Florida. I made that South Beach thing, even though we know that the Panthers are not anywhere near South Beach. Our cover thing here. But let's start off with the series that is about to get started tomorrow, and then we'll take a step back and get into the series that began last night. So, Ant, take it over.
So
Hi, mate.
Panthers.
Hi, mate. What's up, man? Long time. Welcome back.
Hi, May.
All right. What's up? What's up? Panthers Golden Knights. Golden Knights wrapped it up in Game 6 against Dallas late last week or earlier this week. Excuse me. Gosh, my kids got out of school and my week is just I don't know what day it is anymore. Knights wrapped it up with a 6-0 victory over Dallas in Game 6 to punch their second ticket in 6 years to the Stanley Cup Final, where the Panthers have been waiting patiently to find out who they would be playing. Granted, we kind of figured it was going to be Vegas when they jumped out to the 3-0 lead, but they finally actually made it official after Game 6. Vegas, heavy favorites. I believe the last odds I saw earlier today were Vegas at minus 350, 375, somewhere in there. And the Panthers at plus 400, I want to say was the number I saw. Seems a little drastic to me based on the way the Panthers have been playing. It's a very interesting matchup between the two teams. Obviously, Jack Eichel, first time in the playoffs after spending so many years in Buffalo, this being his second year in Vegas, is getting a chance to, in his first playoff trip, go to the Stanley Cup. He's played phenomenal. He is the current odds-on favorite to win the Conn Smythe Award. Also, other heavy favorites in the category would be Matthew Tkachuk, Sergei Bobrovsky, and Mark Stone. I'm gonna have a.
Which name doesn't belong, guys? Sorry.
I mean, Stone hasn't had a bad playoff, but it doesn't seem like he's playing up to the same level as those other three names on there. I personally, I believe the odds placed out perfectly to where you could put a $100 bet on Matthew Tkachuk and a $100 bet on Jack Eichel, the two most likely guys to win the Conn Smythe if their team wins the Stanley Cup. And regardless of which team wins, you could be looking at a $200 profit. So I think they were both at plus 400. So something interesting for our gamblers out there, Steve.
Parlays?
You talking to me?
Something interesting to look at. Terzio says Vegas in 6. I don't know. Man. It's going to be a really good series. I'm going to have it's not going to be a very long article, unfortunately, just because it's only about two teams.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a brief Stanley Cup preview that'll be out tomorrow, along with staff picks and whatnot, just in time for the series to get started. I will give you guys a spoiler, a sneak peek. I am not agreeing with Terzio here. I'm saying Panthers in 6 on this one. They're playing too well right now. Sergei Bobrovsky has easily been the best goaltender in the playoffs. Matthew Tkachuk has been the best player in the playoffs on both sides of the ice. And I think it's going to be a very tough challenge for Vegas. I do expect a very good series, a much more competitive series than some of the last couple series we saw with the Panthers sweeping. And even though Dallas-Vegas went 6 games, it really wasn't a competitive series. So it should be a good one. I'm still think about the layoff that Florida had. Yeah, in hockey, it's in some sports I would complain about the layoff. In hockey, as physical as it is, I actually think that's an advantage.
And plus they played 95 overtime games, 95 overtime periods in the playoffs.
I'm sure Bob is happy to have the time off.
Yeah, Sergei Bobrovsky is another one who, with the rest, historically throughout his career, with rest, he has been a far superior goaltender than on short rest. So I think a lot of this actually plays into Florida's hand, and I think it gives them a real advantage. Obviously, Vegas has still had a few days off here. It's not like they just played today or something. So they will still be well rested and should be healthy going into it. But yeah, I'm taking Florida in 6 in that one, and we're not going to say any more about what the picks are. We'll go over that tomorrow in the article. You have to read it to find out the rest.
It's called a tease, people. It's called tease. All right,
and I will. I'm
Kit
sorry.
Kat sideways. Just as a reminder.
Well, we're going to get into that when we start talking basketball about Mike. Anyways, I will have an article talking about some of the coaching changes in hockey. I was hoping that we could get a couple more done before I started really trying to push it, and it seemed like the dominoes are starting to fall a little bit with the Predators hiring their new coach. The Washington Capitals are also hiring their new coach. I expect the Rangers actually to announce their new coach possibly Monday. I'm not sure you guys are going to be happy with who it is, but I have a feeling it's going to be a certain former Predators coach, and I don't think that's a good thing. But we'll talk about it when it happens. But yeah, I'm going to have an article. I'm hoping to get at least 2 or 3 more of these coaching changes done before I push that out. I don't want to push it out too early, but we're going to have I'll have a lot of off-season hockey content coming up for you guys. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for sure. Dave, well, we're not going to go through our predictions here, but so what do you think on your side of it? Do you think the layoff helps, or do you think there's going to be some ice rust?
I mean, I'm hoping it helps because, like you said, they had how many overtime games in that first one when freaking 4 overtimes, almost 5. And something that did surprise me, especially because the Hurricanes did it, was that the following game they rested Anderson and Bob didn't take a rest. So I was like, man, I thinking about it that game. I was like, man, they rested their guy. Maybe we should have rested Bob. Like, who knows? I mean, well, we came out winning that game, even though it did go to overtime as well. So I'm sure he's very, very happy to get that rest. And no, why not? I don't think it'll hurt. I think those guys are motivated regardless of whether they play 7 games, 4 games, 5 games. And it's a Stanley Cup. It's the big time. This is exactly where you play your entire season to get to. So I don't think that's going to be anything in their mind, layoffs or anything like that.
As far as the Panthers are concerned, I just wish that they would upgrade the little things that they got going down the street here. It really the major sign is like one of those police, they program whatever they want to put in there.
like the left side is closed up of head.
Yes, yeah, seatbelt, ticket or click it or whatever, click it or ticket or whatever. So, and it says, "Congrats, Cats, on Eastern Conference champions." But they even for the All-Star game, I think we talked about it on this show. The All-Star game, I had no idea that the All-Star game was going to be here until like 3 days before. I had no idea, and I can spit to the arena.
When you started hearing people like, "What's that ruckus outside of my house?"
The Goodyear blimp is here. What's going on?
I do
all right. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. So if the Panthers do win the cup, and we talked about it a little bit last week, did we ever come up with a final answer on where the parade would be held?
Watch them do it on. They're gonna do it down in Miami, or
it's nowhere near the arena.
It's Steve's backyard.
Yeah,
they're all invited over to
Steve
Steve's
should
for a
host the
barbecue.
parade.
You said they're gonna have a Panther barbecue.
Yeah. $50 a head. $50 a head for parking, right over here, right here. Cash on hand, baby.
And where's the well? If they do happen to do it around Sawgrass, I am going to park at your house, boss. But what I was thinking about that as well was, if they were to win, like the tradition down here, pots and pans, you go to H Street, you go to Bird. Is that where people are still going to be going, or are they going to be going to Las Olas?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, does it go
partying
along
hard
like,
on 136th
along
Avenue
on the beach?
and 84?
Yeah. Does it go along the beach? Like, because the Heat parade, it went from Dade into Broward, right?
What was that, Biscayne?
Yeah, you're right.
All the way to Broward?
Didn't they make it into Broward?
That's a long parade.
They Biscayne and then they end at the arena.
Or did they do something in Broward? Something happened in Broward.
All
right,
but
so maybe that's what they do.
Biscayne, yeah.
Maybe that's something they do. Maybe they do the parade somewhere in Broward along the beach, I guess, and say on the Everglade thing. Boom. That's more representation.
On Alligator Alley?
Boom. Right there. No, not even Alligator Alley. No, send them down to what's the name of that? Shark Valley? Have you ever heard of Shark Valley?
Alligator Alley.
Shark
That's
Valley.
the one, though. I think that's the winner right there.
Dave, do me a favor. Look up pictures of Shark Valley. There's no sharks. There's absolutely no sharks. But maybe you could share that. It's ridiculous. Timmy, without revealing which team is going to win the series, how many games do you believe it's going to go?
I like 6 also. I'm a big fan of 6. I won't say who, but yeah, I'm thinking 6.
You guys have it here.
And I just want you to know, I don't like being the only guy not knowing what the hell you're talking about.
What?
all your counties and your lines and your what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what? They should just do it in Aventura, right, boss? Just go to Aventura.
Imagine them trying to have the parade down A1A. How much of a disaster that would be.
A1A, I know, thanks to Vanilla Ice. So there you go.
There you go.
So is this what you're talking about, boss?
Yes. So click that picture right at the top with the girl on the bike.
Oh.
Yeah, click the girl on the bike.
My bad.
Always click the girl on the bike. Zoom in on the girl on the bike, Dave.
So this is Shark
With the
Valley.
gator?
Yes. This is you see all the little bumps along the side down there? Those are all gators.
Yep.
You have to sign a waiver. So if you fall and you
You're
get
dead.
eaten by gators, you sign the waiver.
So you want a bloody
What are you signing a
massacre,
waiver for?
basically.
Who are you going to sue? You'd be dead.
But so it's basically
The
Steve
family.
wants,
Waiver for it.
Steve wants 30 drunk guys on a float to drive past 300 alligators. Now,
Look at that.
I would love to see it.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a little one though. That's not a big one. That's nothing.
Dude, it's a
It's big enough to
dinosaur.
bite your head off.
It's a dinosaur.
That's a little guy. They got way bigger ones over there.
Yes.
It's the Dilophosaurus, whatever, but still.
No, but still, I want to see 30 drunk guys drive down that fucking strip. I would pay to see that. How many die?
I can't
How
believe
ma-
people
How
actually
many get
do that.
drunk? How
Look
many?
at that.
get
She's
drunk
not even
and go,
looking.
I'm gonna fight an alligator. I'm gonna fight an alligator. Dude, you don't
He's
think
gonna run over an
Gronkowski?
alligator.
You don't think Gronkowski would get out and fight an alligator if he was in that Super Bowl parade down there?
Oh my god, 100% would have. He would have
Exactly.
thrown the alligator like he did the Super Bowl. The Super
Hey,
Bowl
where's
trophy.
the person?
Yeah.
He'd bring it.
Always indicated.
That's an after
What just
photo.
happened?
That's an
It's
after
an
photo.
after. It's a crime scene photo.
Wow.
You can't see it because the gator's covering it up, but there's a chalk outline there in the grass.
All right. Okay. So that's that, and maybe that's where they can go.
Makes so much sense. Shark Valley, full of alligators.
Exactly. When I first found that, I was like, "It's a valley, which people are surfing because they said waivers." I'm like, "Why would people be surfing when there's sharks all over?" No, it's alligators, and you're riding a bicycle. It's not much better.
No.
Neither are very high on my to-do list.
I don't like any of the options.
Listen,
all right.
If both teams win, I think you should have one grand parade right down that road. Nothing would make me happier. Nothing would make me smile more. I might take off
Only
work.
if they line the road with fans from the losing teams.
That'd be awesome too.
I cannot have both of these teams win the championship. I can't.
Why not?
Can't do it. Says the guy who causes me to say that. All right, so let's go to the NBA. The NBA Finals started last night. Denver did what Denver was supposed to do, and that's maintain their home court. Series hasn't yet begun until the saying is series hasn't begun until a road team gets a victory. But I'll send it to you first, Dave. But basically, from what I saw, the Heat had a plan that they got away from because their plan to keep the Joker down obviously was never going to work. Nobody's ever going to do it. Not going to happen. And he took 3 shots in the first half or something, but he 8 assists in the first half or whatever. But then they changed it up. They stopped the double team. They went into the zone, and then he just hit his shots.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this game. There was just a lot that went wrong. The beginning just kind of put them in a big hole. They had Aaron Gordon just looking like he was Jimmy Butler. Playoff Jimmy. That's what he looked like because he just was on. And whatever the switch was, they took advantage of it. And Joker quietly had that triple-double like nothing. And it didn't even feel like he tried too hard like in most of these
Too
games.
easy.
It just it came easy to them. Jamal Murray was hitting shots. And I think the biggest thing was the free throws. These guys took, 20 free throws, the Nuggets, and he took 2. 2 free throws, meaning they weren't attacking the basket. They weren't doing it efficiently. Jimmy Butler essentially got outscored by all 4 of the 5 starters for Denver. And who everyone said should have been MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals, Caleb Martin, also disappeared. Strus, I don't know what the boss did over here, what bad juju he sent him, but
all those stupid guys
couldn't hit a damn shot. It was just bad. And yeah, towards the end of the game, it looked a little bit better, but at that point, like the game was already out of hand. So, like, I know some Miami Heat fans I've been seeing like a positive to it, like, oh, it could have been worse if Strus would have hit 3 more threes or Caleb. I'm like, the game was out of hand. These guys weren't trying towards the end.
Yeah.
And I hope they come out with a better game plan.
I strongly disagree, considering they had their starters until like 2 minutes left. But
yeah, but it wasn't like
if you're not trying, you don't have your start. We're talking like you're talking like this game was like a 30-point blowout. This isn't Boston pulling their starters with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, they had their guys in all the way. I as a Heat fan, I see reason for optimism, and I will give you some numbers and some reasoning behind this. The Miami Heat only ran zone on 2 possessions prior to the fourth quarter. And the 2 times they did it were when Jokic was off the court, and I believe it was at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. And it didn't really do much. Denver's entire offense is pick and roll and dribble handoff. That is literally every set that they have, every play that they have is pick and roll or dribble handoff. That's all they do. Miami went 1-3-1 zone, which after watching their offense for 5 minutes, anyone who knows basketball, if you go 1-3-1, a high 1-3-1 zone to take away that free throw line shooter, you're going to eliminate the pick and roll and you're going to eliminate the dribble handoff. It went 1-3-1 zone in the fourth quarter. For a majority of the fourth quarter, Denver was 7 of 19 from the field. Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter combined for 2 points in the second half of that game. None of them scored in the fourth quarter. When they went to that 1-3-1 zone, the only person who was really doing damage offensively and scoring was Jokic. And I believe I said on this show last week, your best course of action against them was going to be to try and make Jokic score as much as possible. Don't let him pass the ball. Make him do all the work. Tire hit that big man out. If Jokic wants to go score 50, let him go score 50. Don't let any of those other guys get going, though. And like I said, as far as Miami's offense, I think the offense played well aside from just missing every shot they took. They shot 40% from the field, 13 of 39 from 3. Max Strus 0 for 10. Caleb Martin started the game 0 for 7. At one point, they were a combined 0 for 16 0 for 17 between the two of them. A lot of things there offensively that, offensively, like I said, I don't think there's anything you need to do differently. Just make your shots. Very simple. Defensively, I expect to see a lot more of the 1-3-1 zone in game 2 compared to what we saw in game 1. It really hampered Denver's offense. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not prepared to be like, oh, the Heat are going to run off 4 straight. I see Terzio's comment, and, as a Heat fan, I hope he's right. There's still plenty of things that the Heat need to do, but I challenge Mike McDaniels to make those adjustments because I expect that's what the Miami's going to do in game 2.
Mike McDaniels?
Did I say McDaniels?
You've been Terzio.
Hey, it happens all the time.
McDaniels doesn't eat his Kit Kat sideways, but he examines them way too much.
Well, but see, here's the thing. I get what you're saying, but entering the fourth quarter, they were down a lot. But they were down almost was it? They lost every quarter except for that fourth quarter, which is where I'm saying that Denver kind of coasted towards that. They weren't giving their all. So I get what you're saying about it. It's room for optimism, yes, because we won that fourth quarter, which is great. They just need to take that and continue it. But to me, it didn't seem like Denver was, even though their starters were out there, that they were giving it their all. They were already up by 15 plus.
21 going into the fourth.
So I just listening to you guys talk through, the Heat side of this thing, it feels so much like game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, Lakers and Nuggets, where people were saying, oh, but the Lakers did better in the fourth quarter, so that should carry, through. They were saying the Lakers should see a lot of positives from this loss. So that's what it kind of felt like. Just listening to you guys have that conversation. That he did well. To get there. Go ahead, Ant.
Denver in game 1 shot 55% from the field against the Lakers, 55% from the field, 47% from 3. They scored 132 points. That seems drastically different than what we saw last night. Just saying.
It was a 21-point ass kicking to start the fourth quarter, and you guys caught up in the fourth quarter. That's where the similarities are. I'm not talking about, how many points they scored versus how many did they give up to the Lakers? How many Lakers scored that game?
126. And more so
Okay,
what
and
I'm
how many
talking
did the Heat
about
score?
is 94.
Okay.
3.
94. What I'm more so talking about, and LA shot in that game, LA shot 55% from the field also and 46% from three. So, like I said, the biggest difference in the game is that he didn't hit their shots. And, the free throws, I'm not as concerned with. I'm not complaining about the officiating. The foul advantage was 2-1 in favor of Denver, but I'm not trying to point blame at officials or anything like that.
I don't think the officials was a thing.
Don't take it that way.
The Heat
Yeah,
just
that's
didn't
not what I'm
attack the
saying.
basket
Nobody
when they should have.
complains.
I agree as well. Because I'll tell you what, for as mad as I was at Bam Adebayo at the end of the Boston series, it was nice to see him have a really good game last night. But I swear to God, if this man doesn't attack the rim every once in a while, it's going to drive me nuts. You're 6'11". Like when he's hitting the 10 to 15 foot jumpers, like everyone loves him. But my God, go at the rim, please. Please go at the rim. Jokic cannot move laterally. All he does is swipe. Just go around him. He's not going to catch up to you. Just go around him. He's going to run into you. You'll go to the free throw line. Like, I couldn't believe how many times he settled for jumpers. It was driving me nuts.
I just hope that game doesn't get wasted. Like a good Bam game gets wasted on a loss. I just hope he continues this through the series.
Dude, Ant doesn't believe that. Look at it.
You're telling me
no.
to rely on Bam Adebayo consistently hitting 10 to 15 foot jumpers in the playoffs? Yeah, I've seen this story before. No, thank you. It's great he did it last night. It's a shame it went in all losing effort, but I don't trust him to do that for a whole series.
All right. So, does anybody want to revise their pick after game one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, good.
Well, you guys have been Terzio picked Miami in 6. You've been Terzio Nuggets in 5.
In fairness, I never actually said Heat. Steve just said Heat for me, and I didn't disagree with him. But I never actually said it.
Well, you also yelled at Melo for his pick.
I did yell at Melo.
Well, that's because again, I've been doing the reverse psychology. I yelled
via text message at Melo for his pick.
Yeah. He went.
How dare you?
I heard you all the way from Clearwater.
You were in Clearwater. That's a beautiful place. I could have drove over. It's only like an hour and a half.
All right. Terzio, it seems like it's Florida. It better not be a Florida type of year. I don't. All you need is Miami Dolphins.
Man, we got the season. Hurricanes in the Final Four. Now the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I'm a Canes fan.
The Hurricanes right now are taking care of business in baseball.
How are you a Canes fan?
What college football am I watching in New York? Tim's that's Notre Dame fan.
But don't they play?
Go Rutgers. Huh?
But doesn't Notre Dame play in New York?
Sometimes, maybe once a year.
Yeah,
Yankee Stadium or Syracuse. Sometimes
when they have that whatever the game is that they do.
Oh, what am I?
You could have liked FSU, no?
What?
I'm just saying.
When I moved down here, the people I hung out with were all Canes fans, and it was.
You made the right choice.
The end of the 90s. 90. Yeah. All right. Let's move past that hurt because I'm thinking about.
Can I interrupt with breaking news real quick?
Yes,
absolutely.
Always.
They just revealed the new world championship for Roman Reigns. They're getting rid of the 2 titles. Now there's one belt, and it's ugly as shit. So I
have to look this up.
I will. Wait.
No.
I have to look this up right
we're gonna swivel.
It's the same exact thing.
It's the same belt,
just like uglier.
No
red,
the
no
shape
red,
is a little different.
gold.
No red, no blue.
Is the strap gold?
And it says undisputed. Yeah, it's like the strap is gold. The way where we put the badges are gold. So it's kind of ugly.
There's disdain
it's the same. It's the same thing, really. It's not really anything special. I thought they were going to go the whole new.
So he's not losing this for another 4 years.
At least.
When's the 1000th day? Isn't it
today?
It was last Saturday.
It was last week.
It's today.
It was last Saturday.
It
Oh,
was
is
last
this
Saturday.
those?
But
I'm
tonight's
missing it. They're doing
tonight's the
ceremony
1,000
too.
celebration, though. Yeah, and they just
I
gave
did see that.
Has anyone
That's
showed up? Has anyone showed up? Anyone
So
like
far-
out of the ordinary?
No,
No
so
Rikishi,
far,
no The Rock, nothing crazy.
No
no,
CM
nothing
Punk.
crazy. I don't know.
No
I like
CM
the
Punk.
old world title
CM
better than
Punk.
that stupid thing.
I actually didn't mind him carrying around 2 belts. I think it looked cooler. It reminded me of boxers when they go to the ring and they have like 15 belts on their arms.
Well, you know what? I'm about to change my mind a little bit. It looks a little better off the table. It looks a little.
Mhm.
Trying to get a clearer view of it.
Raul says 1,006 days to be exact.
It kind of looks a little nicer when it's off the table under the lights. Guess what he's
Oh,
holding
it's
it.
not okay.
It
That
looks a
doesn't
little
look bad.
Oh,
nicer.
so the strap isn't gold. It's black.
Yeah, it looks a little nicer.
Yeah,
like
it's just
that.
the background looks gold.
I thought the strap was gold. I was like, that's terrible.
That's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
I would
not bad.
agree. I would agree with Tim as I see these pictures on Twitter of the belt sitting on the table. It doesn't look great on the table. It looked better in that image you just.
It
had.
did look crappy when
It
was
looks
on the-
better, and when he's holding it up, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, there's
we're gonna
that
see him
picture
holding
going
it up for
around
the
on
next-
Twitter. It
Oh,
looks
okay.
looks pretty clean there, actually.
All right.
Okay, that's acceptable.
All right,
I
so
still
there
like
was-
him carrying 2 belts better.
The range of emotion that just happened on this show. These bastards, they ruined the title. My ex Terzio says, my ex-wife holds championship record of having 20 years without being remarried.
Terzio's a Rodney Dangerfield of PSP. But
Excellent.
after every Terzio comment, you should get that sound effect. But
Well, what was it Terzio on put in the books of last week? That she only dates guys that can go 6 innings or longer or something. I can't remember what he said. Yeah.
But
All
only
right.
on
So she wasn't dating any Mets.
Oh wow. No, that has nothing to do with Mets. Jerk.
Oh gosh.
Let's roll.
Choked on the
All
water.
right. Let's. All right. So that's the start of the finals.
the Usos are there, by the way. I'm sorry you keep interrupting.
Oh,
They
go ahead.
were banned. They weren't supposed to be there. They had extra security set up so they wouldn't show, and they're walking out now. So,
I have a
I have
remote
the
just
same
like that, Tim. That the
Without
back
the
is
back.
gone.
I noticed
Absolutely. Everybody has one, right? Everybody's got to have one.
I have 4 direct-to remotes. I think 3 of them don't have backs to them.
That's great.
that. What are you guys doing with the back of your remote?
I know they just fall off. Does that
It's
one have a
like-
back? Yeah. Well, there you go. That one has the back.
Okay. Well, here somebody it fell off as somebody was walking, and I think it was my son stepped on it, so the thing cracked. So no use anymore. So anyway, so yeah, Kit Kats and remotes with backs missing. It's been a fun show so far.
A new world title. Roman's
world
got
title.
Roman
Ugly
has merchandise with
To not bad,
1,000 on it. Just so you know.
of course.
Tim, you should put on E Network. Jurassic Park is on the original.
Yes.
All right, let's get into. We do have a little bit of football, right? Timmy's and Dave's. Sorry, Dave's favorite quarterback. All of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers was what kind of concert was he at?
He was
Taylor
at
Swift, baby.
probably one of
Taylor
the greatest
Swift.
concerts this year.
In the sea of Swifties.
Singing, shake it off, shake it off. He was rocking out, man, too.
Absolutely, 1,000% on the shrooms. 1,000% on the shrooms. Wait, the confetti was coming down. The Jets have won the Super Bowl. What's going on right now with Aaron Rodgers? He cares about
With
everything.
that comment, he had to be on shrooms.
Yeah.
Listen, if you haven't seen sports guys at a concert or jump up on stage, it's one of the greatest things you'll ever see in your life. Because I've seen it when I got my picture with Paul O'Neill. That was at a Zach Brown concert, and he was drunk off his ass in that picture that I have with him. Drunk off his ass, and he was rocking out. It was the greatest thing ever. But when I went to see, I saw Kenny Chesney at MSG. All the Yankees were there, all of them, and they were invited up on stage. I saw Johnny Damon drunk on stage. Nick Swisher was fucking hammered.
Oh my God.
It is some of the greatest. Seeing them all drunk is just one of the greatest things you'll ever see in your life.
Those are two guys to the forefront of country right there.
Yeah,
Those two guys that you mentioned.
yeah. There was a bunch of them on stage, but yeah, it was.
I bet,
Paul
yeah.
O'Neill was at that concert too. So
Follow me.
yes, it was meant to be for me to stalk him. So I got him.
So
Oh my gosh. Terzio.
no, Terzio.
This guy can't go 20 minutes without a fucking Met reference.
He just so he just like guaranteed himself just getting trolled on top of trolled if he doesn't win a Super Bowl this year. Yes?
Why?
You said if like it was like a probable.
Sorry.
thing he was
It's
going
just, what do you mean why?
Like why? He's showing that
he's gonna if he gets eliminated for second round. What's gonna happen immediately as soon as the game is over? As soon as he loses that game, they're gonna play that damn video, singing "Shake It Off."
He's enjoying
Jets are
season
Super Bowl champions. No,
in
that's
his new city.
That is his stupid guys getting a tattoo a year before a team is supposed to, according to them, win a that he just created a tattoo that is never going to go away. It's not on his person, but it's going to be played.
Look, I'm gonna defend him.
Troll-worthy.
And if he wins the Super Bowl, then it's going to be
then that's
everyone
going to
should be
be
going to Taylor Swift concerts because that's the good juju there.
yes.
But I'm gonna defend him a little bit because he was the man in Green Bay for so long, and now he's the second best quarterback in New York. So, I mean, he's got to drink a little extra to
True.
get that going.
That's right. You're right.
The fact that statement can be said and it could possibly be true tells you everything you need to know about the Jets season. I mean, honestly.
You see, you hit the nail on the head. If it was any other team, I'd be like, no, Aaron Rodgers is the best team. No, but it's the Jets, so you never know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fact that it could possibly be true is like, and this is your Super Bowl champion, really?
What are the odds on the Jets winning the Super Bowl?
This is way too high. Way too high. I don't care what the number is. It's too high.
They're pretty.
They're favored by like.
Are you serious? Are they?
No,
is it minus odds?
They're not favored to
No.
win the division, even though.
No, the
Can't
the
be
Jets.
minus odds.
The Jets have the sixth best odds.
Best.
So if I put $10 on them, what am I getting back?
12.
The Jets are is plus 1,400, so it's 14-1. So
Oh, that's okay. That's not
Terzio says
terrible.
3-2 odds. Yeah, right, Terzio. It's the Chiefs at plus 600. The 49ers at plus 750.
Come on, they
where
have nothing.
Where can I place a bet? Where can I place a bet that the Jets and Niners don't win a Super Bowl?
No.
What kind of odds can I get on that? I want to place that bet. I might put every penny I have on it.
Come on, the Niners are not missing anything, so it makes sense.
They got it
Yeah,
all,
they're
baby.
a complete team. They drafted a kicker this year, so they're ready.
Can you imagine a Jets 49ers Super Bowl? Anthony will fucking explode. Or even better, a Titans 49ers Super Bowl.
we know we're going for then.
If we get a Jets Niners Super Bowl, it's a very sad day because it clearly means the world is about to end. Like, clearly, Armageddon is upon us.
If we get a Jets,
it means 20 other teams all have massive injuries and everyone died.
if we get Jets 49ers in the Super Bowl, we're gonna do. It's gonna be a specially dedicated show, and it's gonna be a solo show. It's just gonna be the camera on Ant watching the entire Super Bowl, just
with a
miserable.
giant, with a big ass 1.75 liter bottle of something. I don't know what, but something. Maybe that. It's something. It's gonna be something that's gonna be strong. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to finish that show. All right.
Terzio says, how about the guy who plays the bet tonight? $200,000 on the Mets? $200,000 for what? But the Mets are favored tonight. Why?
I mean,
they're idiots out there.
Tonight?
Currently losing.
Oh wait, they might not be. Yeah, they're down 1-0 in the fifth.
Yeah.
They're playing the Blue Jays.
Toronto.
But
I think, honest to God, I see these sometimes. I think FanDuel posts this shit just to get people interested. Did you see the one after the NFL season about the person who supposedly had the whole award ceremony picked right, and he bet $10 and won like $2 million?
oh
I don't believe for a second that shit's real. I think that FanDuel, oh, look what somebody did. This could be you.
Could be you.
Come spend your money with us.
For sure. Like, what are the, like, let's say someone did bet that. How many other people did not get any of that stuff right? Same thing like with, they picked the World Cup winner and the Super Bowl winner and the NBA Finals winner. It's like, okay, how many people did not get that right? So, because one person did.
The Mets were
What's
favorites
FanDuel
tonight.
stock at?
So $200,000 is gonna net you not much. I mean, not much. They were favored
Not much
minus
in
one.
Steve's terms, apparently.
Minus one. I just meant like if you're gonna put a bet down like that, like I've seen stories where people put $40,000 bet down to win $2,000. No, what are we doing? What is happening right now? They were minus 143 tonight.
Okay, I see him at minus 130, so just somewhere in that ballpark. So that's what 200,000. So you're talking what? That's like 170 or 160, something like that would be the payout.
Yeah,
somewhere in that ballpark.
Huh? Ballpark. Mets are down 1-0 right now. Verlander and Bass. Justin Verlander just got hit by the third comeback in the last 2 games. He got hit in an ankle against Colorado. He got hit in the hip earlier in this game, and he just got hit in the back. What the hell's going on? The man's too old to be taking these hits. Chill out.
That's what happens when you're a cheater.
Oh my God. What do you mean cheater? He's getting hit.
Justin
with a
Verlander?
baseball.
What happened with Verlander? Wait, I thought it was Scherzer.
He's a troll.
Because he didn't play for the biggest cheating team ever?
Afterwards.
I thought they were only cheating hitting. Did I miss something?
Yes. But he came along afterwards, didn't he?
No, he was there.
No, he was there.
When did Verlander get traded to Houston?
Yeah, he was there for the cheating one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He was
pretty confident he was there.
The Jose Altuve, I might have a new tattoo game. That fucking
because Kate Upton was in those games and people were talking shit to her.
Fuck her too.
He was acquired at the deadline in 2017.
So he was there,
yeah. He's a cheater. He's a known cheater.
No, he's not. He wasn't bad.
Cheater. He knew it. He knew what was happening.
Listen, I encourage cheating. You know why? Because nothing's going to happen. I hope all the Yankees are cheating. You want to know why? Nothing's going to happen because nothing happened to the Astros. Nothing happened to them. Go cheat, baby. Cheat to win.
Do what you got to do.
That's right.
Let's reel this back into football. Eagles are tied actually with the 49ers at 750, plus 750, followed by the Bills at plus 900 and the Bengals at plus 1,000. So I'll tell you.
Not know they don't have a quarterback. Like it really doesn't make any sense.
Sam Darnold is going to lead the Niners to a Super Bowl.
How are you putting him up there with the Eagles? That doesn't make any sense to me.
And then you got this whole shenanigan stuff going on with the Raiders and Jimmy G. But you know what this opens up the door for? Ladies and gentlemen, the next quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, Tomas Brady.
The first owner quarterback in NFL history.
Tomas Brady. Like, is this not aligned?
He's going to be like Roger Dorn in Major League 2. I activated myself today. Today is Tom Brady poster day, and I'm going to start this fucking game.
I activated myself. I can see Tom Brady walking into the locker room and that being his speech. Don't worry, guys. I activated myself today.
And he pulls off like a big trench coat. I'm in today. Jimmy G, sit your ass down.
How about the fact that Jimmy G might not even be on the roster opening day?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is like so wild. Like he had the surgery. It was after, right? After, and now there's a clause in the contract. So, Chris Summers is here saying Super Bowl champions, the Las Vegas Raiders. Anywhere Tom Brady could be in a wheelchair and he signs with a team and he's like, "Grr."
I will package
Go
the Raiders
Hawks.
into my Niners Jets not winning the Super Bowl bet just to improve my
That's a
odds a
good-
little bit. Actually,
Yeah.
that might actually hurt my odds now that I think about it. So,
I mean, hey, he's won everywhere he's gone, so
He's only gone 2 places.
he's like LeBron.
He didn't win in Michigan.
he did not.
Just
He did
saying.
not.
Just
Certainly
saying.
did not. Certainly not.
Didn't Drew
the-
Henson start over him at some point?
Yeah, buddy. Come on. Yeah, he did. He did actually. That's a shame. That shows you how bad the draft process was that year.
Drew Henson, the guy who played baseball and then came back to football, started over Tom Brady. Okay.
Another year of the GOAT, says Summers. At the other end of the spectrum, at the shitty end of the spectrum, Houston and Arizona 20,000 to 1. If you want to go out on a limb there and see what the hell happens, if
I'm gonna
all
bet $1 on Arizona to win it all.
pop a dollar in there.
That's worth the dollar bet.
It's
I would
worth the
agree
buck.
I would agree with Tim on that. It's worth
The
the buck.
Colts-
I can do
The
that.
Colts are next at 12,500 to 1.
Still worth a buck.
I might this is where you might want to do something here. Next up at 10,000 to 1, the Will Levis led Tennessee Titans.
That's worth
That's
worth
the one.
a hundo. That's worth a hundo.
I'm going to 100
That's
for
worth
Will
a hundo
Levis
right there.
right now. That's how confident I am.
Right.
Steve,
That's a hundo right there.
Steve, get that Chinese website up so we can all get jerseys.
Yes.
Because I won't pay over $40 for my jerseys.
Yes.
You know, actually,
And it
one of
yeah,
those
go ahead.
sites, and it came up. It's really good quality. You actually couldn't.
all the
I took
time.
it to the fan
Just
shop
between the four of us.
just to
All the
compare,
time.
and you couldn't really tell the difference
don't
between
have-
that and the real ones in there. I was like, damn, this was definitely worth it.
They don't have fat guy sizes. That's the problem with that one site.
What was
I
oh yeah.
up to like 4X. I'll send it when I'll pull it up.
I need my jerseys big and flowing and feel free and
Flowing.
you know.
Well, hockey jerseys are
Like my
already
hair.
two sizes
Well, hockey jerseys
larger
are
than they
awesome.
say they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just too hot to wear them down here. Yeah,
Can't wear them.
Only at the games.
it's horrible.
Three days a year you can wear them in Florida.
It's ridiculous. And then the Bucks are round out the bottom five. Actually, they're tied with the Commanders or whatever their new stupid name's going to be. Can we just take a moment and just acknowledge how ridiculous that team is?
How do you name your team and not copyright it? I'm blown away by this. Is $1 billion franchise. You named your team and you didn't copyright it.
But
I
imagine,
have-
imagine
listen.
the guy who's like, didn't copyright it and he copyrights it. Genius. Good for you.
I had a dream last night and it was fantastic. And I came up with this amazing idea. In the dream I called it Netflix. I'm gonna try and see if the trademark is available for that next week. See if I can make some money on it. No, trademarks don't. No, you got to get the damn trademark, Washington. You stupid. The Washington losers. All right, Summers.
The turd nuggets. You gotta get something really in there. That's English. The fuck are you talking about?
What?
What does that
Places
mean?
bet.
Listen, Steinbender's dead, so I guarantee he doesn't show up to the
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
take
not all
that.
of them are dead.
I'll take that
Maybe-
$20 bet.
Maybe that was his point. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're entering a different zone here. All right, any other remarks? It's clear that there's a potential favorite here for the 49ers and Jets to be in the Super Bowl.
That's insane to me.
Two of the top
Like it.
six.
What are the odds if you paired them? Like if you paired that's the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm gonna have to pull up. This
Oh
site
my
real
God,
quick.
that's
Like the Jets, I understand. They have a good young team. They have a proven quarterback, but the 49ers, they don't have anyone who can throw the ball. It doesn't make any sense.
So you heard that? I think it was Rap Sheet was on one of the NFL shows the other day talking about that now the Niners are saying he might be ready for Week 1 when all the earlier reports were October at the earliest, and now he's going to be ready Week 1. Sounds great.
Sources.
Sources say.
Chris, the Jets are going to be better than the Patriots this year. I will guarantee that.
it'd be hard not to.
Guarantee that.
The Patriots don't look great.
No.
They don't look great. I thought they had a great draft. I'll say that. I thought their draft was really good.
Tom Brady's doing 80 for Brady 2 and 3. He can't come back.
80. It's 82 for Brady and 83 for Brady.
Exactly.
83 for Brady's going to be called 83 for Brady. Wes Welker returns.
It's like Ocean's 11. Just keep adding a number to it.
All right. So anything else in football going on that I may have missed?
So
No.
I do have one thing, and it
It's-
is to do with our Lord and Savior Will Levis.
Thank
Amen.
God, because how depressing would it have been if the only football story
There
this
were
week is Aaron
reports.
Rodgers at
There-
Taylor Swift concert.
There were reports out of Titans camp that he had a bad day at OTAs the other day, and
Oh.
I have to say that's impossible. It clearly means the rest of the team had a bad day at OTAs, and Will
I
Levis
agree.
was great.
Yeah.
So
Levis
Everyone's
has
got
bad
that.
days.
just wanted to pass along the information. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger.
He doesn't have bad days.
Exactly.
So let me ask you guys a question here. So I'm trying to pull up stats on as we kind of move on over to baseball here, and when I go to stats on they just removed all the stats and just took you to Baseball Savant. That's it. So do you guys know what Baseball Savant is? All the
Yes,
yeah, okay.
all
So when I
analytics.
Yeah. So when I clicked on it, it took me to that, and actually around baseball now, I think many of the teams are going with, instead of batting average on scoreboards, is more of OPS.
I
jumping
was,
up
you know,
on
I swear to God, I
scoreboards.
was just going to ask you guys that because
Okay.
batting average is just not important anymore.
Nope.
It's just not important anymore. I mean, to me, it's hard to get used to that. But yeah, like I'm always batting this, and everyone's like, "Who cares?" Because his OPB is this and his WAR is this. Fuck you and your WAR. I'm an old school guy. I want your batting average, and that's it. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Completely agree with you there.
So
I think
it's-
it's funny
so-
because with baseball, all these stats, it's just like OPS. It's like, cool, you're just combining slugging percentage and on base percentage. Like all these, I think it's funny whenever we hear these new baseball stats come out because I kind of agree with Tim to a certain extent. You're just combining other stats together to make a new number. Like it's the same shit. You're just giving us more of it. Like, come on.
Well, like the
Yeah.
Yankees rookie, he's he always getting big hits. He's always doing this. He's a superstar in the making. He's batting 199, which means he's getting big hits, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'll always see. No offense, I know Churchill's going to have a heart attack. Pete Alonso, yes, he leads in home runs, but he's batting what 230 something. But no one
235.
cares because he has fucking 20 home runs and this and that. So I don't
Adam
know.
Dunn effect.
I don't get it. Like I guess
Whoa.
Average.
Wait,
doesn't
hold
mean
on.
anything anymore.
Time out. Adam, dude, don't say Adam Dunn and
Full
Pete
or
Alonso.
30. Yeah,
Pete
full or
Alonso
30.
is a 30. Pete Alonso batted at 270 or 265, 270 last year. It's respectable. He's at 235 now. Not for you, Tim. Adam Dunn is every year 203 average.
Hey, but he got
I think
big
he hit
hits.
like 240 one year, and then people were saying it was like the greatest season ever.
Oh, Chris Davis.
Well, that's the Giancarlo Stanton.
Which one?
Dodgers.
The K-Riss or the regular
No.
Chris?
The regular Baltimore Chris, who went 0 for 72 over the span of. How do you even do that? That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I mean Alonso's a career 260 hitter, so him hitting
Yeah.
235 here at the beginning of June isn't that alarming, right? In my opinion.
But and then Lindor is around the same average, but the two of them are top 5 in RBI. So, you know,
46 in 57 games. That's solid.
yeah, and Lindor has 40 or 41. So between the two of them, they have 30 home runs and 80 to 90 RBI. But so that's where
But what's his OPS plus?
Well, like I said, like Giancarlo Stanton. People say we can't win without Giancarlo Stanton. Well, I think we can. Actually, I've shown we can win without him because he never plays. But he's got 30 home runs and he hits 500-foot times. Yeah, but he's batting 212 and strikes out 400 times a year. Who cares? I don't care.
See, as long as you're being like, I could live with Lindor and Pete Alonso right now, 235, 240, Look what they're doing. They're driving in runs.
But that's
constantly.
also the league average now.
Stanton's only played in 13 games.
When you see that scoreboard, that lineup down the scoreboard, you're like,
a lot of 240s.
Barely anyone's close to 300 at this point. Everything now is, a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, Stanton sucks balls. He'll be back.
Is it possible the Marlins won that trade without getting anything in return?
Challenge that. Sorry.
No.
Lindor just made a great play.
SmackDown?
Challenge it.
No.
He's out.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's Stanton. How are you a DH and get hurt all the fucking time?
And he swings at the same pitch every.
Low and outside.
It's either hurt or low. Yeah, the slider. Low and outside. Wait, let me see.
It just doesn't make sense.
Safe, sorry.
I can't believe he's only played in 13 games this year. I'm like blown away by this.
I'll put the show on right now, and I'll get strike him out on 3 pitches, low and outside. Right now, I can do it.
when life imitates art, or art imitates life.
Whatever happened to Greg Bird? Injuries, Joe. The dude couldn't stay on the field. Injury. And let me tell you something. Greg Bird was my dream Yankee because he was a bird, number 33. Which is like, holy shit. That's a shirt I must own. I hope he's good. And he couldn't stay on the field, and he sucked, and he's gone.
All right. Right now, watching the Met game, Verlander it's like a blast from the past, this game. It's 1-0 Blue Jays, top of the 6th. Justin Verlander on the mound still, 113 pitches, which I'm ashamed to say in this day and age, 113 pitches is very, very rare to be seen out there. And if it's happening, it's approaching in the 4th inning for some of these guys. But all right, so I like OPS, but that's kind of where I start drawing the line. The very first stat on here, you would never guess it in a million years. It's barrel percentage.
Barrel
explain to the crowd what barrel percentage.
What is barrel percentage?
I know these ones.
So barrel percentage is the percentage of the time where you get that sweet barrel spot on the bat.
Which I don't know how they use an opinion for a stat. But that's cool.
Yeah, and it's the sweet spot.
It looks like it got his sweet spot there.
But that doesn't guarantee a hit, so who cares?
Yeah,
but you'll see some of the top guys in the league are at the top. So that's where you there is a connection there, but it's like absurd.
But it's what Andy said. It's like, how do they
Aaron
judge
Judge?
Do you think you got to hit when you hit that out? Was it in the sweet spot?
No,
man,
you can't say you can't say that the top guys are on this list because Aaron Judge is number 1. Matt Olson is number 2, and he's hitting. I know what's his actual batting
Matt Olson's
average?
hitting over 300.
That's crazy because his expected batting average is only 229. What about Patrick Wisdom? What a name, by the way, Patrick Wisdom.
And the Cubs.
He's good. He's got a lot of pop. Hold on.
What's Muncy hitting? He's up there too.
So Muncy has 19 home runs, but he's batting 204.
Yeah, home run is nothing.
But look, the barrel percentage. That's the home run. Alonso's on there, so that's more the home run ball. We're not looking at batting averages here. Huh?
Yeah, just put a home run.
Well, that's what I was trying to. This whole started because I wanted to see the league leaders in home runs, and
this shit ruins baseball. It's getting too complicated now. Average home runs, RBIs, on base percentage. That's it. That's all you need.
What's the woke up on the right side of the bed percentage for
Matt Olson's hitting 233, by the way.
He was up over really?
If I'm looking at this right, that's what it says.
That's like Aaron Judge is batting 312 with 7 home runs when Jupiter aligns with Mars.
Yeah, he's hitting.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Patrick Wisdom's hitting 212, Max Muncy 209, Pete Alonso 235, Jack Sawinski 240, Ryan Noda 231.
But the home
Ryan
run,
Mountcastle 233.
How many home runs do they have? This is about barreling up to the ball. That's what that stat is.
You can hit the ball on the sweet spot though. You hit a zinger line drive on the sweet spot. Caught. They can still be caught.
That's why the number 1 guy is only like 16%.
But see, Tim, that's why you have to then factor in launch angle. And
Launch
then
angle.
exit
Launch
velocity.
angle, exit velocity, exit velo.
Hey, exit velocity. I like exit velocity.
I do like exit velocity. I'm not gonna lie.
Tell me that this guy's, it's great when like your guys. Aaron Judge hits 117 miles an hour.
Well, that's why Stanton. People keep standing around because he hits the ball fucking 120. On a line drive angle.
But he hits it like 120 like once out of every 20 at bats. The other
He hits
the other 19 are
500
strikeouts. So.
500 foot, 120 miles an hour. Strikes out 7 times in a row. Next
By
time,
the way,
home run, strikes out 7 times in a row.
And I just did what I do and what you did earlier. I just completely changed. I went Matt, but I was thinking Chapman.
Oh, okay. You had the wrong Matt. It's okay.
Yes.
I do that all the time.
Yes.
I'll say a name and think a completely different person.
Yeah, I never do that ever.
Yeah. No.
You've been hanging around me too much.
Russell Westbrook? What?
Oh my God, Russell Westbrook.
Russell Wilson? Who?
That's
The quarterback?
I do it. Any other stats that you were able to pull that you were able to see?
What about expected WOBA? Should we look at that one?
Yeah, I don't think the crowd's ready for that one yet.
No WOBA? We're not getting into WOBA. Well, first we'd have to start with WOBA. Then we could get into expected WOBA.
Chapman, I want to see if he's still batting. I'm like, but wait, I was like, when you said 233, I was like, he dropped 100 points. Like, there's no way I can explain this.
Chapman is hitting
289. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say I know he's up there.
Yeah, he was at, but he and you know why I connected that was because this guy has been struggling batting average wise for the last few years, I think. 229, 210, 232. So this is an outlier. 289 is an outlier for him. Terzio says Mike Trout will never put his hands on the World Series trophy.
He will when he's on the Yankees next year.
I was about to say. Oh, get up. Oh, the wall.
And Otani's going to be
damn wall.
It wasn't on the sweet spot, was it?
A Dodger or a Met.
That wasn't a barrel.
Or a Red
Was it? Was it barreled up?
No barrel. That's what we yell when I go now. When my guys are pitching, I'm saying no barrel. I'll be that guy. We glossed over something. Yeah, we glossed over something though. You're not a Swifty? Come on, Steve. You're a Swifty. You're a Swifty.
I'm not. Wait, Mello, you're a Swifty?
Of course.
I'll tell you why I'm not a Swifty. When she was, years, I guess a few years ago, whatever. Her stupid made up look whenever she won an award, it would be like,
yeah, they made fun of that SNL perfectly.
Me, like, oh my God, that annoyed me so much. I couldn't stand her. I guess I don't hate her.
I have a lot of respect for her because she writes her own shit. She doesn't, take 77 writers to write one goddamn song.
And I kind of admire what she's doing now with the re-recording so that she can own. I mean, that was messed up.
I will have to say, I don't know that I've ever seen an artist go on tour and pack these stadiums, 70, 80,000 people, and then have another 20,000 people outside the stage. Can't even see her on the stage, and they're going ballistic out. That's
Dude,
wild.
It is insane around here because she's playing all around here. It's fucking lunacy. I need tickets. Who got tickets? Even didn't work. I'm looking for Taylor Swift tickets. The Disney people. I'm trying to pull some strings to get my kids some Taylor Swift tickets. Like, Jesus Christ.
These prices are ridiculous. The whole Ticketmaster thing, that was a disaster.
When is so we need to take down Ticketmaster because that's outrageous. Did you see what they did too with these Taylor Swift tickets? And they do this with other artists too, so it's not like this is the first time they've done it. They own the rights to the tickets. So if I buy Taylor Swift tickets and I pay $50 a piece for them, cool. If I turn around and sell them for $200 a piece, Ticketmaster takes an additional 10% on what I sold them for. And every single time they get sold, Ticketmaster, because they're the only ones that can transfer the tickets, takes a portion. Those tickets sell 100 times, Ticketmaster takes a cut every single time. It's insane. It's a fucking monopoly. Sorry for the way. It's a monopoly and it's disgusting.
No, it's true.
Timmy's got cocky on his name there. It's all right. It's okay.
Well, today is the anniversary of Hockey Talk winning the IC title from Ricky Steamboat. So I had to throw that out there. But no, but you know what? I look. I liked her back in the day. Her songs are a little too, women good, men bad right now. But yeah, back in the day, I dug her shit.
Well, isn't that what she's famous for? Like,
Yeah.
killing her
She's famous
boyfriend?
for yeah, exactly. She dates someone and then she breaks up with them and then writes an album.
That's why I always said the greatest.
She doesn't
SNL
name them specifically though.
No, but the greatest SNL skit would have been if you took her from that old Twilight Zone. Remember Twilight Zone when the kid had the special powers and made everybody be happy all the time, and if you weren't happy, he'd fucking zap you with some kind of. I always said the greatest SNL skit would be her. Have the kid be the kid with the powers, and like no one can say anything bad about it, or she'll write a fucking song about you. I don't know, that would be a great skit.
Yes,
but I don't know. That's just me. I'm writing for SNL now. See, I'm writing for SNL.
look how we were leaps and bounds.
I know. I dig her, but you know who's like that? Carrie Underwood. You know Carrie Underwood?
Yeah.
I saw. We had to see her in concert one day, and I was like, I know a bunch of her songs. I'll be happy. I'll be singing along. And I'm going, wow, it's like the fifth song in a row.
Car.
Yeah, this is like the fifth song in a row of women good, men bad, and it's like the next one. I'm like, wow, when you hear these in a row, I don't even want to be here anymore. It's like I have a target on my back.
Tim looks around, he's the only guy there. He's like, wait a second.
All the women are like, yeah, fucking bastard. I was like,
it was you.
No, it wasn't me. I swear.
You with the penis.
Yeah. I was like, no more Carrie Underwood for me, that's for sure.
Oh man. Well, speaking of music, I went a couple weeks ago to see Ed Sheeran. Now Ed Sheeran, I started reading like the backstory on his albums and whatnot, and it's pretty cool. Subtraction, which is thinks it's his latest one. It was about Law losing his best friend. That stupid song that gets me every time, Visiting Hours, that's on there too. So but there was a plus. It's all part of the mathematics of what he's doing. So cool concept there. It was 77,000 people in Tampa.
I got a question for you. So I've seen some videos from his shows. Did he have the little instrument there by his feet?
Hell yes. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks like one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. So but just to summarize this, anytime you go to an Ed Sheeran show, you're not hearing any track played back that's been pre-recorded. He actually will play it, and he has this system. It's a little box that sits in front of him that he can step on to record and loop it and everything like that. And he will literally play the entire song, the beat of the song, get it set up the way he wants it, and then go into the song. So every show is unique because he doesn't save it from show to show. He does it differently at every show, which is really impressive.
I was kind of blown away from that. The stage was set up pretty cool. It was circular in the middle, and it was just rotating. So yeah, it was a good show. Tampa does a good job out there, actually. That stadium, even when it's hot. I was there last year also for Coldplay, and
Nice.
it look Tim, but both in May and in June. May this year and June last year, and the breeze that flows through there, we weren't hot at all.
Yeah, nighttime over there is not terrible.
It's so nice.
Daytime is horrible.
Bassett just threw a 69-mile-an-hour curveball.
Did anybody open up for Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, actually, I can't remember the name of the first girl. Give me 1 second here, because now it's gonna just bother me. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, I will say, and in football news that we missed, Josh Allen is now supposedly dating Haley Steinfeld. So Josh Allen's my new favorite quarterback.
Haley Steinfeld? Is that
Haley Steinfeld? Yeah, the one from.
Okay, Stein. I heard
Pitch
you wrong.
Perfect.
I thought you said Seinfeld. I'm like, who?
Stein. Yeah, the one from Pitch Perfect, and
He can do better.
Shit. What?
That's Gwen Stacy from the hottest movie in the world right now.
I knew you'd find a way to squeeze that in right now. I knew you'd find a way to squeeze.
You have to.
In there.
I changed my name actually just before the show. Originally, it was Stuck in the Spider-Verse. So.
Oh yes. Well, we're representing. We got the Spider-Man stuff going on.
Well, if you see in the chat, I love to throw curves at Gil and them because it's the greatest movie ever. Now, we'll see. I like to throw Anthony, I'll let you know my little secret. Dave might be the troll on here, but I'm the troll on that when it comes to them. I love to throw those little. Oh, this is the greatest movie ever. All right, I doubt it. Just to be a dick.
Just to be a dick. So I'm not gonna lie. Steve and I talked about this a week or two ago, and the early reviews were one of the reviews said that it was a step above perfection. And while I don't know, I would use that term for the entire movie. The second half of that movie that's the exact term I would use.
Who said that in the chat today?
Movie,
not the second half.
I said it. I said it was someone else. Yeah, no.
Jader. Jader.
Time out. I believe it was Jader. Yeah.
Well, they used to fucking rocking the goddamn soundtrack and the score. I'm like, all right, guys, calm down. I'm not saying it's not a bad movie. I just like to troll them when it comes to that stuff. I just like I have to jump in there and say, just like Sunday morning when I see the movie, I'm gonna my review for Spider-Man was it's all right. Just to bust balls.
we still have the Flash to come out, so once Gil sees that one, that's gonna be the greatest movie of the year. So it's gonna keep going and going until
Well, he wrote Spider-Man's his number one expected movie of the year. I was like, bullshit! You change that every fucking movie.
Yep.
No one's looking for the Flash. I count what anyone
year.
says. Everyone has that one question mark on the back of their head about the Flash. Like, is this going to suck? Like 90% of the other DC movies suck.
I've started to see some mixed reviews come out, though. I've started to see some reviews come out of like this is the movie that's saving DC. So I don't know. I still want to see it, and it looks very good.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but they're relying on Michael Keaton and not the fucking Flash. They're relying on everything is Michael Keaton. Batman. It's like, is it just Batman or is this the Flash?
I'm really, I don't understand.
That's what people are more excited about. Is Keaton.
Seeing Michael Keaton again, the best dual Batman we've ever had. He's the only one that portrayed both Bruce Wayne and Batman really well.
And how did this dude see it twice already?
In one aspect,
right? In the chats, he said he saw it twice already. How the fuck did you see this movie twice already?
Well, he saw that he went to the screening.
Twice?
No, he went to the advanced screening and then he went again
to another advanced screening.
Yesterday.
It's not out yet.
No, it's time we cut these guys off.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I thought we were still talking about Spider-Man.
It's time we cut these guys
off.
No. Flash.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I saw it twice already and it was fire. And I was like, no, it's not fire. And Don said it's going to be great. No, it's
okay. Not. Those are those special fan events that they're doing or in certain cities.
No, I have to troll
the
them.
one that Jader thought he came across.
Oh yeah. It said ad right there.
I have to troll them back down to earth. That's all I do.
I don't understand. I don't understand though, DC, and I know we're kind of off topic going into movies now, but like, so you hire James Gunn to do all this takeover stuff, but now you have, since James Gunn has taken over, this is what, like the third or fourth movie that's gonna come out, or this is like the second or third of like 4 movies that are gonna come out that he had nothing to do with, and before he starts his new DCEU,
I see what
or
you're
whatever
saying.
they're calling it now. It's just I don't get it. With Marvel,
like there's people out there that think that these movies coming up are him,
and it's not. Yeah. It has nothing to do with them, literally. Nothing.
Because the announcement, but that's smart. They made the announcement. Hey, the idiots out there can think that these are from him.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not smart because if these movies suck, like Aquaman 2 is going to, he's going to take shit for it. And
well, I don't think so. Because
there's no one in here that believed Aquaman 2 was going to be good. Stop it.
He took it. They're not going to mean anything anymore. Yeah. Like Aquaman 2 is done. Like that's it. This Flash one, we don't know. Everything else is just like.
Did anyone watch the second Shazam movie?
I did.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was enjoyable. It wasn't fantastic. It was enjoyable. I didn't hate it. I didn't walk out first.
It numbed your brain for long enough to last the movie, and then you
way fucking better than Black Adam. Stupid Black Adam.
Black Adam wasn't good.
Fucking terrible. Terrible that movie.
Wasn't good.
Terrible.
Good. I must agree. And with the most forced cameo I've ever seen.
Raul says Michael Keaton as Batman is the best for me, but can he save the new Flash movie? I don't think so.
Fucking Black Adam.
How many times?
I kill people. I kill people. Shut the fuck up. We know already. He was in the trailer for 45 minutes. I kill people. The best part of that movie was Hawkman. He was the best. And Dr. Fate. They're the best parts of that piece of shit.
I agree with that. I actually thought both of those characters were very good in the movie.
I am very anti-DC, Anthony. I hated all. People love Wonder Woman. I did not. People love Aquaman. I did not.
I thought Wonder Woman was terrible.
And part 2 is worse than fucking ass cancer. Part 2 was the worst thing that happened to me in my life that year. That year was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
What that was 2020?
So would you say Wonder Woman 84 is worse than Black Adam, or Black Adam?
Yes, no. Wonder Woman 84 is a crime against humanity. They should never. Anyone who shows that movie,
they show it in Guantanamo Bay. Apparently,
yeah, that's what they should. That's the only way you should do it. Torture fucking terrorists into giving up information, because that's how bad that goddamn movie was, and it makes no sense whatsoever.
You ready to watch Wonder Woman again, or are you going to talk?
And I said I wasn't a fan of the first one. I wasn't a fan of the first one. So I go into the second one. I was like, wow,
not that good.
Yeah, Aquaman, average,
terrible.
All of them. I think Shazam was the best DC movie.
Here, if you really want to get me going on like a San Francisco 49ers Grant, someone explain this to me. Here we go. I'm gonna make
this is called Unsportsmanlike Overtime. This has to be our new segment.
This is like the 4 quarters.
I have a serious question. So when the Justice League was filmed, right? Zack Snyder filmed the movie, correct? He filmed the whole movie.
Yes.
During editing is when one of his children passed away, and I'm not trying to make fun of that. That's a terrible and horrible thing. But that's when he left the movie, and Josh Whedon or whoever came in and finished the movie. So then HBO, Warner Brothers, whoever the fuck, decided to give him like $100 million to go make the Snyder version. And then he goes and reshoots like 50% of the movie. And then he releases it and says that this is the version of the movie that we were supposed to see. If it was the version of the movie we were supposed to see, why the fuck didn't you film it the first time? What a brilliant idea when you were making the movie originally. Hello? So, stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What a Marvel idea.
Taking a test, finding out the answers you got wrong, and then retaking the test. Oh, they didn't like these aspects of it. Well, let me reshoot this and this and this. And
That's exactly what I said.
And it was 4 hours long, and it still wasn't that good. It was still pretty bad.
Don't tell that to Bert.
I'll tell that
Bert
to
or Jader.
Anyone. It was not good.
It's the greatest film ever.
I was really mad. I wasted fucking 4 hours watching it.
I watched that movie. Go ahead. Sorry.
If you go back and listen to some of the shows at the end of 2020 when Wonder Woman 84 came out, Timmy went on his tour on a podcast tour, crushing it, deservedly
every
so.
Every show I went on.
Every Jader, Kyle, there was Granny's. It was so good. It was honestly so good. But go back to listen to some of that, and you'll gain some
I have to
perspective
say
to what Timmy feels.
That put me on the map. So I guess you know what, that movie was good for me. Everybody wanted to watch the angry old man fucking scream about what fucking Wonder Woman is. That's what I was doing. Every show.
Right. And here's another thing. This is another issue I have with the DC stuff. So Batman 2022, the one with Robert Pattinson. I agree with Raul. I thought that was a pretty good Batman movie. Was it the best Batman movie? Absolutely not. But it was very good. We're going to get like 2 or 3 more of these. Plus, we're getting an HBO show about the Penguin, which I thought Colin Farrell's Penguin was really enjoyable. But that doesn't play into anything that James Gunn is doing. So now we got like 3 Batmans bouncing around, and we don't know which is which. And I get it. Like most of us who pay attention, like we can understand, okay, this is over here and that's over there. But like a general audience person is thinking this is all one thing, and it's not. You're confusing the fuck out of people. Like just one path, man. Just one easy path.
They fire Henry Cavill to get in a new Superman for Superman Legacy, and they're still talking about Black Superman. So you're gonna have the fucking James Gunn Superman plus the Black Superman. Now is the Black Superman gonna hang out with Robert Pattinson and that Batman? Like, what's going on? Why are there so many things going on? Just make up your mind.
And we forgot about the Joker. We forgot about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Oh, yeah.
That's apparently also a separate universe altogether. So what the fuck's
this
going?
whole thing will make Shawn Michaels' eyes go crossed even more.
DC has a better catalog than Marvel. And I know some people think that's like, whoa, DC has a better catalog of characters than Marvel. And for the love of God, they can't figure out how to do anything with it. It's disgusting.
I'll disagree with that, though. I don't think so. Their B characters are some of the worst B characters I've ever heard in my life.
But their A characters.
Well, they're all gods. They're all gods. What do you expect?
Superman and Batman, Batman, and Spider-Man are probably
I could be Batman.
But Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man are probably your three most popular comic book characters. Right?
You want to see a good argument, Anthony? I'll tell you right now. Me, Ed, and them, we've been fighting for 15 years now about who's going to win Superman versus Batman. And I tell them anyone who says Batman's going to win is fucking stupid. Because Superman is a guy, he could throw a planet at you. What is Batman going to do? Nothing. And my argument
Kryptonite.
That's all. Batman's always ready.
You know what he's going to do? You know what he's going to do, Tim? He's going to tell Superman that their mothers have the same name. That's what he's going to do right there. Battle over.
What did you say?
But I'm going to tell you the Volkswagen theory.
Stupidest shit I've ever seen.
We call it the Volkswagen theory. This is my theory. If Superman decides, it says Batman with 2 weeks preparation can beat anyone. Okay, but what if Superman woke up one day and decided, you know what? I'm going to fucking kill Batman. Picks up a Volkswagen and chucks it at him. Guess what? Dead Batman.
Doesn't have to do that. He could just fly around the world and fly through him, and it's over.
There's nothing else you can do. You can drop Volkswagens from. No, he's not. That's it. It's over.
Very specific.
You can just stare at him, and he will die.
Specific. I'm trying to get a fucking sponsorship here.
Terzio saying after watching Chris Bassett, what the fuck? You always keep it PG. You always yelling at me, Terzio. What were they thinking? Well, a couple of games ago, he gave up like 8 runs in 4 innings. So,
Terzio, don't put too many onions in the sauce, Terzio. Don't put too many onions in the sauce. That's all I gotta say to you.
All right. So, I think that about wraps it up for us.
I'm getting overexcited now about this DC shit. So
when is Granny's peach tea? I might have to.
Usually,
will they let me on? Am I not
Sundays,
qualified?
Mondays?
Yeah. Are you qualified? You got to go through an interview process. All right, buddy.
Okay.
You have to have at least 15 shows under your belt, and I
would love to go on there and tell the world how terrible DC is.
And
me and Tim can go on there.
I've known Ed a long time. You cannot win an argument with Ed. You can't.
He likes DC?
It's not possible. I'm just telling you in general, it's not possible. If Ed was
wearing the Martha thing,
if Ed was wearing a blue T-shirt,
Martha was the deciding factor in the Batman
Superman
battle.
If Eddie is wearing a blue T-shirt, and he said it was red, he'd make you fucking think that shirt's red because he can't win an argument with it. Ed, your shirt's blue. Well, it's not really blue. It's off blue. It's fucking blue. No, he'll have you thinking it's red in about 15 minutes. He just doesn't give up.
But did he defend the Martha thing? This is important. I need to know.
No, I don't think. I don't think he.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But he'll defend all that other shit.
But I've noted, like, if you make a very valid point with Ed, he'll call you or your point adorable.
Yeah, you can't win.
That's adorable.
You can't win. He's the most stubborn guy. You can't win.
I think he said something that I said was adorable on Facebook once, and I said, as long as that's the way of you saying that I'm right. I don't think he responded.
You're not right. You're not right. You can't win. It's impossible.
It's fun.
It's impossible.
Yeah, that's why this team is so much fun. Do you see all the nonsense that goes on in our group chat? If we displayed our group chat in here, the ratings would be off the hook.
We need another show like that, Steve. We need to everyone jump on and bitch about movie show.
Yes,
except for Don and Gil. They're
the mood up.
They're sunshine and rainbows. We're the truth.
But you need that to have the balance.
We got to balance it off.
Oh, let's see how these guys are gonna get destroyed by these.
Or no, they should do their show, and then we do a counter show to their show.
Like the State of the Union and the rebuttal.
Exactly. Don's like, Flash is going to be the best movie. How do you know? The DC track record proves it's not going to be the best movie. Now, it might be great. It might be. I'm not knocking it. I go into all these movies with an open mind. And every time I come out, I get angrier and angrier. So I don't want to hear this shit. But not
Are
here.
they
no.
are they going over Spider-Man this week?
Yes, they will be. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
for
That's
them,
more
just
the reason I wanted to go on. I wanted to hear
Yeah.
their take and chime in a little bit.
yeah. Go
yeah,
on.
just reach out. Yeah, reach out to Ed. Terzio says the question is, will Vogelback be on the Mets next week? I hope not. But oh man, this guy threw 7 innings. All right, let's do a little round robin here. We covered a ton of shit today from every freaking angle. Timmy T, what you got?
I like Taylor Swift. I like the new belt. I don't like DC movies. I am not Sunshine and Rainbows, but I will give fucking Flash a shot. That's all. Spider-Man Sunday. I can't wait.
Yes. What time you going? You said morning, right?
Noon. Yeah.
Okay. Mine's I think a 2:00 showing. Mello, what you got?
Go Panthers tomorrow. Heat
Oh,
hopefully can tie up the series on Sunday. And I'm a Swifty as well. Go T-Swizzle.
T-Swizz.
Oh, and Aaron Rodgers, best quarterback in New York. He's embracing the fans, and I love it. About to
He
prove
plays in
everyone
New
wrong.
Jersey. It doesn't count.
Come on, Raul.
Nice,
I don't talk
Raul.
bad about the Devils. I was on the Devils' side. Jeez.
Is Raul
course you were
Raul
on the
actually a
Devils'
Knights
side.
fan?
He's a
Raul-
Devils
He's
fan,
a Devils fan.
but he loves Vegas. Like, he used to go to Vegas all the time. So he adopted Vegas as his second team.
So the Raiders,
that's
So is
Yeah.
he going to adopt the A's too?
Oakland.
Now
No,
he's a
but
Mets
yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
No one
He's
wants
waiting
him.
to hear what the team name is going to be. If it's not the parlays, he's on the fence. If it's the parlays,
I think it's still going to be the A's. I think that's what's going to happen.
There's no way they can move that shit franchise to Las
What?
Vegas and keep the team name as the A's.
I'm
There's
sure
no
parlays
way.
is trademarked somewhere already. Don't pull
Listen,
another
The
Redskins.
Aces. The A.
No, but they
Huh?
have the WMA
They have
team.
Do it.
They have
Trademark.
an Aces
Go
there
right
already.
now. Lock it down.
The
Sell it to
WMA
the high
team is the
rollers.
Aces.
That's what we should be doing. We should just be going and copywriting all these team names.
Yes. I'm in now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm emptying out my savings. I'm going to trademark as many things as possible and just sell them. All right. Auction them off. All right. Aunt.
So I will agree. What did you say?
What did you say?
I will agree with my counterparts. Taylor Swift is the one of the best lyricists of our generation. Sorry, Steve. I know you're not on board with that.
Realize I never said anything bad about her music. I didn't like her overly actressy reactions to awards that she has been winning every single year, and like the 17th time in a row, Taylor Swift.
You didn't like her acting like a famous person? Is that what you?
Acknowledge Taylor Swift.
Listen, it took 16 people to write Single Ladies, while only Taylor Swift writes her own stuff. Let's just keep that in mind.
Didn't I say I admire her? Like I said, nice
and
things
she was
about her.
in a great movie, Valentine's Day. Come on now, we
stop
can't
it.
forget that.
Stop it. That's see.
What's
It
that-
was a
what's
great.
that-
You always go
look-
too far.
That Rihanna song.
It was a good movie, and then New
You just
Year's
had to
Eve.
bring up the Justice League.
No, that Rihanna song, the fucking work. It's work repeated over for 45 minutes. 15 people wrote that song. 15 people wrote that song.
Listen, but
Fuck
I said I give her all the credit. I admire her for re-recording all of her music. I said very positive things about her, except for her facial reactions. That's
Well,
it.
now I'm just angry that it took that many people to write "Work" by Rihanna.
I see that.
Yeah, that's all it is. So you're gonna write "Work" 15 times? Well, I'm gonna write "Work" 15 times.
she says
You're
it with-
gonna
That was
She
one of
says it
those
with her
examples of everyone
Bahamian
cheating on
accent
the test.
sometimes, so she's got to switch it up a little bit.
fuck her. Overrated. She's overrated.
See, I can't say anything bad about Raul because as I've said on this show many times, I grew up in South Florida rooting for the Panthers, moved to Tennessee, and because my oldest daughter got into hockey while we lived there, I do root for the Predators as well. So I can't shit on him for having two teams there. But the only other thing, as Dave said, Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1 tomorrow night. Stanley Cup preview article will be out tomorrow on the site. Martha is not an acceptable reason why Batman would win versus Superman. And go see the Spider-Verse. It's amazing.
No pun
How
intended.
annoying. Dave, when are you going to see the Spider-Verse?
Don't know. I was supposed.
All right.
I had friends going today at 10:30, but something better came up.
Don't wink at us.
Don't worry. There's an 11. Dave, you're in South Florida, right?
Yeah.
Don't
South-
worry.
South-
There's,
South
there's a
Florida.
movie theater. There's a movie theater within at least 20 minutes of you that has a showing sometime in the next 45 minutes. You're fine.
I'll just wait till Tuesday, and get that $5 deal at CMX, and then I can go watch it.
They
That's
still
what
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
They still do that.
Dude, get Regal Unlimited for Christ's sake.
There's no close Regal to me. I have to drive like
AMC?
35
What about
minutes
AMC?
to go to Regal.
But isn't it worth
Is
it
it-
if you don't have to pay for the movie ticket?
35 minutes?
I'm still paying a membership, so I'm still technically paying for the movie, just not full price.
Well, it
Well,
depends
you
on how
know what-
often you go, though. If you go at least 3 times a month, you're fine.
I don't know. I go
Movie
every week.
passes.
We
Movie
go
passes
every
coming
week,
back.
so, yeah.
Movie pass.
Fuck movie pass.
I'll take that. I mean,
Fast
what am I going to
and
do? Watch
Fast.
Fast and the Furious X 3 times? Yes,
Why
I
not?
will.
No, you're going to watch
Yes,
it
I will.
7 times. Duh.
All right. So we cover a vast array of everything here tonight. So it's like a little potpourri of a show here. Contest
no
up on the
fireworks.
site right now.
No fireworks tonight. Isn't that? It's raining out. That's why.
No fire. Yes.
You too, Raul.
Yeah. Take it easy, Raul, as he went off on his Taylor Swift stuff there. Texas just posted up contest for you guys for Transformers. That's going to go on early next week. Phoenix also, Boston, every city. We gave like 16, 17 different cities for Transformers. No other contest right now, but head to the site anyway to just take in all the goodness of Pop Culture Pros. Thank you guys for joining. You guys, the team, it's fantastic. Martha, appreciate it. And on behalf of Timmy, obviously #1 movie of all time, Wonder Woman 84.
The Snyder
All right.
cut that was refilmed after the fact.
We should release the 84, the Tim cut. It'll be the opening credits and the fucking closing credits, and that's it.
Just have people sitting there.
That's it.
All right. On
Instead
that
of a
note,
special thanks, it would say a special no thank you to all these people who helped make this
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Exactly.
that'll be the movie. Just the no thank you, and then you go to the credits. And then there should be a mid-credit scene that says, "No, really, no thank you."
It just
Go
says
home.
no. Big letters.
No.
No.
We have one more comment. Oh, Terzio is sick at night like 18 times, and there's another PG-13.
Did you leave your wife? I mean, really, you're supposed to pick her up already. What's going on?
Oh my God, Terzio, this is a mess. All right, on that note, we're gonna get the hell up on out of here, and I'm gonna go struggle through the rest of this Mets game. Peace out, everybody.
Hit the music.